up, my horror movie motherfuckers? How's everybody been, dude? I hope everybody's been doing great. I am back from hiatus, and yes, I was on a beach sipping a fucking Mai Tai and smoking a fat ass joint. So, yeah, man, I hope you guys loved your guest host, Tuvie the Clown. Always welcome as long as I'm not in his presence. So, but yeah, man, much love to the Clown for giving that Night of the Demon or Demon Night. No, Night of the Demons. My bad. Review. He done a great job, man. Love it. I thought it was hilarious. But yes, I am back. I hope you guys have had a fucking great ass week so far. Hope you have an even better weekend. Smoke a lot of fucking weed, watch a lot of horror movies, get some head, do all that kind of good shit. But stay safe. Stay safe, man. Especially nowadays, man. Everybody's fucking crazy. So, also letting everybody know, man. We are doing every other week now. So it's going to be every other Friday instead of every Friday. I hope that doesn't disappoint anybody, but we've got very busy schedules. Me and my producer, we're trying to get our schedules worked out to where they can, we can give y'all the horror movie fucking hood review. So, but yeah, definitely, man. Check it out. It's going to be bi-weekly, and keep you around. Give you some shit to listen to. Today I am doing a movie that I've been wanting to fucking do since October, we'll put it like that. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna let loose on this one. But first, before we get started, man, we always got to start out with some fucking horror movie news, because I really got some cool shit to tell you guys about, man. Trick or Treat Studios has revealed the first looks at some toys coming up, like action figures. And they're coming with Pumpkinhead, Candyman, Farmer Vincent from Motel Hell, 3 different clowns from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which, fuck those clowns, you can keep them. Also, a Michael Myers. I'm definitely fucking waiting for that one. As well as Jacob and Dr. Death from the movie Candy Corn. That one, it was pretty cool. It was alright, but also the devil, the witch, the zombie, the ghost, the clown, and the vampire from the movie Haunt. So that's pretty cool. Also, this one I'm getting. I don't give a fuck. I've got to get this, man. This movie scared the shit out of me, and still don't like to fucking go towards a cornfield to this day. But it's figures of Isaac and Malachi from Children of the Corn. So I'm going to get them. I'm definitely getting that one and Michael. Also, they have a fucking 50-inch tall, so like damn near 4 foot tall Pennywise figure. And it's a vinyl head, and it really, supposedly it's really supposed to catch Skarsgård's creepy fucking Pennywise. I thought he played a fucking creepy Pennywise. You can't fuck with Tim Curry's, but I mean, he was still, like, I don't fuck with that dude. But yeah, you check it out on Trick or Treat Studios online, pre-order, look on there for upcoming products. Trick or Treat always satisfies. They always do their shit. So, more news. It has taken 30 fucking years to get here, but I do believe this is going to happen, people. I believe they are going to shoot Beetlejuice 2. So I'm so fucking hoping they do that, man. The way they do it is more the what concerns me, how they're going to go about it. But reportedly, Warner Brothers has partnered with Brad Pitt's production company, Plan B, on the sequel. But they really don't have anybody signed on yet. Actors, directors. I don't even think there is a completed script. So hopefully, they say production will begin as soon as this summer. So, man, let's definitely get excited for that shit. And I know it was one of the huge movies growing up that I watched, and still a huge fan. Love it. last but not least, Paramount will be releasing a 40th anniversary steelbook edition of Friday the 13th Part 3. And I really hope they come out with the 3D version of it, because I still got the 3D glasses, man. I want to watch that shit because I remember watching it. It was a double feature, and it was with King Kong and Friday the 13th Part 3 3D. And man, I loved it. Fucking loved it. But the steel box or book contains a ton of special features, and a digital download is included. So you can pre-order it now on Amazon and probably other retailers. Now it's time, motherfuckers. It's time to review the great, and I say great because it watching it once or twice really kind of had me asking a lot of fucking questions, man, instead of taking the movie for what it was worth. And I've literally watched the fucking movie 40 times plus, and it is Halloween Kills, man. I waited a year and a half for this fucking movie, and they did a good job. I mean, they really did, man. They brought back a lot of the fucking original cast. Well, as much as they could, of the original 1978. They brought back Charles Cyphers, which was good old Brackett, Nancy Stevens, Marion Wigington. Now, Lonnie Elam was said, the original Lonnie actor was supposed to come back and play, but they went with Robert Longstreet, and which he did a good job. He did, a hell of a fucking job, man. Also, they brought back Judy Greer as Karen, Andy Matichak as Allison, and they brought back Kylie Richards. Like, I was tripping off that, little Lindsay Wallace, and that is actually Paris Hilton's aunt, step aunt, whatever, but never fucking knew that. Like, never knew that. So, definitely thought that shit was cool, man. They brought back a lot of the originals. They got Anthony Michael Hall playing Tommy Doyle, which I thought they were going to bring back the original actor to play Tommy Doyle, but I guess it didn't work out. So we got Anthony Michael Hall, and his character, we'll get into that. I liked the acting, but I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. So, but the way it opens up, it takes us back to 78, and where Hawkins, they catch Michael Myers. And the way they do it is just, man, it just answers so many fucking questions. And especially from 2018, everybody's like, man, how the fuck did they catch Mike? Like, what I'm saying? Nobody fucking died? What's the deal? So they show that. They show how they caught him and everything, and which I really loved. But what is going to make you sit up in your fucking seat if you have not seen this movie is when they show Dr. fucking Loomis. And I'm telling you, me and my wife was watching it the first time and literally sat up off the couch at the same time. It was like, what the fuck? It was that much of a shock. And Loomis is played by a gentleman named Tom Jones Jr., who actually done some set building. And I think he was told quite a few times by different actors and producers that, man, you look a lot like Donald Pleasance. And I'm not sure if it's Danny McBride ran into him and just asked him would he be interested. And I'm telling you guys, man, if you hadn't seen the fucking movie, get ready for this review to have some spoilers. I hate it for you, but this is going to make you go and fucking watch it and see exactly what I'm talking about. Dr. Loomis, I literally thought he resurrected him. Like Donald Pleasance fucking came back from the dead, man. I was tripping the fuck out. So anyway, they showed that, and then they go to the bar scene, and You know, it's Tommy Doyle, it's Lonnie Elam, Marion, and Lindsay Wallace, which I guess this is their tradition since they got to be of age to drink, to go and celebrate the night that evil, you know, fucked them up or scared the fuck out of them. So, but, you know, they're all in this, listening to karaoke in this bar, and they end up meeting these, this two people. He's dressed, one of them's dressed as a nurse, and one of them's dressed as a doctor, well, a sexy nurse. And it was actually the couple from the 2018 where Michael comes into town and he's fixing to walk inside that house and stab that bitch in the throat. And you got a couple that comes out and they're like, oh, I forgot my stethoscope or whatever. And he goes back in, same couple. So this is where they ended up. And they're all listening to, you know, karaoke, and Tommy Doyle gets up, you know, and he's, you know, Anthony Michael Hall gets up and he gives this speech about the boogeyman, the Haddonfield boogeyman, which is the first time it was ever that I've heard it labeled Haddonfield boogeyman. And he gets up and tells a story, and, you know, everybody's like, oh yeah, ghosts and goblins. He's like, no, I'm not gonna tell you about ghosts and goblins. I'm gonna tell you about a true fucking story. It's gonna freak you the fuck out. And little do they know that this story is unraveling again. You know, they heard about the wreck, and they're just not sure that Michael or who was on the wreck. So they don't know that, you know, Michael Myers was even on the bus. So they go, and this guy steals the car, which, you know, I don't understand how a fucking mental patient that's been locked up for fucking however long this penguin looking dude was locked up, but he must have learned how to hotwire a fucking BMW super fucking quick, because, man, he had that shit started and ready to go. When I say ready to go, like, so, you know, the guy, he ends up taking off, and of course, Anthony Michael Hall, Tommy Doyle, gets the wooden bat Huckleberry, which was the owner of the bar. Said it was his granddad's bat or his father's bat or whatever. And he goes out, he hits the car speeds off, wrecks. You know, that was pretty cool. You know, I was digging that. So flash to where it shows they gave a little toast to Lori, wherever you're at, Lori, you know, here's to you. And little do they know she's in the back of a fucking pickup truck bleeding out. And the effects and shit when they were putting her on the table and doing the operating, and it was super crazy. And Hawkins, oh my God, Will Patton is back in it. And that's what I hoped for. I was like, man, I hope fucking Hawkins, like, didn't get fucked up too bad from, you know, crazy ass Dr. Sartain, weird motherfucker. Yeah, he ends up recovering. You know what I'm saying? They catch him in time, and that's the opening of the movie, is Cameron Elam finding him. And so he basically saves Officer Hawkins from bleeding out. And they're all thinking that Michael is dead. And now this is one thing that I did not, man, I just could not fucking get with, is how Michael escaped the burning house, dude. It was just, it was, they should have done it a different way. That's the only part. It's one of the parts I just I don't like. It's unreal. It is not, you know what I mean? Like, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Like, they've got the fucking saws of life out there, and they're, you know, you got 10 firemen out there. And I think the way Michael should have escaped is when the firefighter falls through, he lifts up the little metal doors that Lori had hiding her guns and her arsenals and shit, and comes out after him, but figure out a way to get up and then scoot out the back instead of coming out and fucking went Jason Voorhees on these motherfuckers, you know. But it takes away from Michael being a man, You know what I mean? They make him almost fucking superhuman. That's the only thing, like, I was waiting on is for Michael to rip off his overalls and have a fucking super mic, an S&M on his fucking chest. I don't know, but like I said, if you haven't seen it, you'll definitely see what I'm talking about. If you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, it just was not fucking realistic, man. You know, these guys taking him on one-on-one, and this is like the ultimate staged fight. You know, fuck that. You know, you could definitely tell he was in Haddonfield, Illinois, because if he was in fucking Antioch, Tennessee, that motherfucker would have got his ass jumped by 8 or 9 firefighters at one time, fucking him up. That'd have been it. Yeah, man, it was just totally unreal. But Michael he's fucking vicious. Dude is vicious as fuck. And then it goes to Sandra, which, you know, Sandra was the lady who led the investigative journalist to the graveyard and explaining to him, you know, she didn't know what the fuck was special about Judith Myers, and she's playing with a little drone and shit, and they actually have some extra footage, some deleted footage that shows what the drone seen. It was Michael in the bathroom bandaging himself up. But that, you know, that was pretty cool that they brought her back, and, you know, her buddy Phil, which Shonner's played by Diva Tyler, and of course Lenny Clark that plays Phil has been in a ton of shit. So you're gonna have to Google him to find out what he's in, because I'm not going through that. But yeah, and he's just like, Michael throws out the broken fucking little drone, and good old Phil walks back there, and he's like, "That's a fucking big motherfucker wearing a monster mask." And man, he fucks them up. Like, he gets vicious. The only thing I did not like about that is when, you know, Sandra's laying there, and, you know, she done got fucked up with a bulb light. Then he puts Phil on like a cutting board and just takes every fucking knife in front of the stove and just starts stabbing him. And the way he's stabbing him is like like almost electronic. He's like, wham! He's got both of his hands out, and he turns around, he's like, another knife, wham! Turns back around, another knife, wham! And he fucks dude up, man. And honestly, I think in Halloween Ends that Sandra is going to come back. That it's going to be all the females and Hawkins, because I believe it takes place. This is just what I've read. Don't take my word for it, but it's supposed to take place 3 years later. So, you know, you'll have Allison with her leg that she fucked up falling down the stairs, and of course Judy Greer. She will not be in there. She met her demise. But I like how the crew gets together, you know, and it's Tommy Doyle, it's Lonnie Elam, it's Lindsay Wallace, you know, it's Marion Wigington, and the couple, which is Michael Smallwood, and I think her name is, I think her name is Carmela McNeil, I believe. But I know her name is Vanessa in the movie, but that's the couple. And they get with them, and, you know, they're going to find Michael, and they're, you know, evil dies tonight. This is the big thing. Evil fucking dies tonight. And another thing I don't understand is why they mixed up this penguin little motherfucker, this little short dude who is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He's fucked up. You know, head busted open, and he's screaming, "Help me, help me, help me." You know, and all these motherfuckers are like, "Oh my God. Oh, is that him? Is that him?" I mean, come on, dude. Like, y'all know the legend of the boogeyman. Do you think the fucking boogeyman is going to look like the goddamn penguin? No, it's not going to be the fucking penguin. You know, so I really thought that was a little over the edge. And no pun intended on how this guy was taken out. But he, you know, and they chase him. They're fixing to, you know, try to catch him and kill him. It's just, it was too much. That part was just too much. You know, they definitely not. Excuse me again. Oh man, I like the way they brought back Charles Cyphers. You know, good old Sheriff Brackett. He's now a security guard in the hospital, and you know, and that's the big thing. Evil dies tonight. You know, and they find out that Michael is still alive, and basically they keep it a secret from Lori. And I love the reaction on Allison, and she's like, what? You know, like, what the fuck? And so good old Cameron comes in, and he's like, hey, we're fixing to go get this motherfucker. We got a posse. Let's go get him. And, you know, of course, Karen, she's a Karen. You know, you stay here. You don't need to go with them. And basically, Allison does like every other fucking teenager and doesn't do what their parents fucking say and leaves. Almost gets her fucking fool self killed. So yeah, they take off, and they're all out on this, and got this little crew, you know, the original crew of people, and these little kids are trick-or-treating, and they're swinging on this swing set and shit, and they pull up, and of course Lindsay Wallace gets out, and she's like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing here? Oh God, the fucking boogeyman is coming. And, you know, they basically, the little kids laughed the fuck off. And they were like, oh, this guy in a white mask is trying to scare us. And, you know, fucking, of course, Lindsay Wallace knows what that shit is. And she's like, where is he at? And then one of them's like, oh, hello. I thought this shit was hilarious, man. And fucking Mike comes out, and he is not fucking playing, dude. So he deals with the nurse and the doctor, the couple. They're in the car with Marion and Lindsay Wallace, and Lindsay is out of the car, so there's just them three. And Michael jumps on the damn hood, so that takes Marion back to 78, and he smacks the front of the windshield, and smacks the side again. So it definitely takes you back to 78. And I loved that shit. Loved it. And this bitch runs out of fucking ammo. She's got a 38, thinking she's got a 9mm with a fucking extended clip. Then Mike comes out, and that's it. Marion, she gets it. You know what I mean? This is for Dr. Loomis. Click, click. Yeah, that's the worst fucking thing to happen. I'm telling you, I was like, what the fuck? You know that motherfucker only holds 5 rounds, don't you? But she obviously didn't. So do your gun homework. Let's you know what I'm saying, do your homework of how many fucking rounds the gun holds. And he basically, man, comes in, and finally she's face to face again with Michael, and Michael is not letting her fucking live this time. So the doctor, male in the couple, tries to strangle him with a fucking stethoscope cord, and Mike just turns around and looks at him. Of course, you get a knife in the fucking eye. And I thought, man, the special effects again, dude, was just amazing. The girl jumps out of the car. She's basically, she was the smartest one until she started shooting at Michael and had a shitty ass aim. And he kicks the door, takes her, she shoots herself in the face. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's not good. So Lindsay Wallace comes up, and she took out those kids, left their candy, so she takes the bag, puts these bricks in it, comes up, swats him a few times, and he grabs her. I like how she is still in that fight mode, like she knows what the fuck she's dealing with. So she takes his mask, turns it to the side so he can't see. And she falls to the ground, takes off running, hides from him, and he doesn't really find her. But the funny thing is, when Cameron, Allison, and Lonnie Elam come pulling up, they're like, oh, hey, Cameron's like, Dad, that's, look, and it shows their car and nobody's around, just shows some windows busted, and it still gives, Michael has this, like, he's playing with his prey still, like stabbing Bob when he's in front of the closet, letting him hang in 78, and cocking his head and doing that, but he's still, like, he took the nurse, the couple, the doctor and the nurse, and basically put them on the little thing that spins around on the playground, and put the masks from Halloween 3. I loved how they brought that back. I thought it was super fucking cool. Yeah, and they see, Marion, she's hung up and got the witch mask on, and then they're all looking around. They finally see Lindsay Wallace hiding, and it looks like she had to fight off Michael a little more than what they showed. I don't know if it was a cut scene. It wasn't in the cut scenes, but she's a lot dirtier, wet, scared, and actually hurt. It doesn't really tell how she got hurt. And they take her to the hospital, and this is the evil dies tonight thing when they pull in there, and it's like the town's like, fuck this, we're ready for Michael to fucking die. And of course, Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis, they find out that Michael isn't dead. They're in the middle of telling a story because Hawkins is Laurie Strode's roommate in the hospital. They will him in, and she starts talking, and she tells him that she had a crush on him and shit. Then they go through the story of, like, what actually happened, that Hawkins was going to, or not Hawkins, but Dr. Loomis was going to shoot Michael Myers in the back of the head and just end it all in 78. And Hawkins stopped him. Oh my God. If you're going to stop anything, stop eating fucking sweets, or stop drinking, or stop smoking cigarettes. Don't stop Loomis from shooting Michael in the back of the fucking head. That should have been, that should have happened. You should have just let that happen. And y'all wouldn't be fucked up the way you are now. So they're telling this story, and again, it takes you back to 78, and it was good, man. Like I said, Thomas Mann played young Hawkins, which he's been in plenty of movies. Good actor. You definitely expect good things to come from this guy. He's an excellent actor. And I loved how they did it. Again, man, the Dr. Loomis, if you have not seen him, when you see him, you're gonna fucking freak. You're gonna freak. You're gonna be like, oh, this, and it's not fucking CG. And if anybody don't know what the fuck that means, computer generated. It was not CG, man. It was just a few prosthetics and makeup, and he looked like that was Dr. fucking Loomis. That was Donna Pleasance. I loved it. I loved that part of it. It was awesome. Then they switch to, I've got to say this, Little John and Big John. And I'm not going to lie, they were two of my favorite characters in the fucking movie. Michael McDonald, of course, he's from, played in thousands of movies, also played in the comedy show Mad TV, and I think it was Stewie is what he played in, but he plays Little John. Scott MacArthur has also played in a lot of movies. You'll have to Google him to figure out all that shit, because I'm not going through all that. But he plays his gay lover, Big John, and they live in the Myers old house. So they're already in the line of fire and don't even fucking know it. But some of the shit that they went back and forth, like with the bees doing the waggle dance, and that's how they communicate and shit like that. And Big John, of course, Scott MacArthur, he's singing that "Stop, Look, and listen, it's Halloween. It's like a old Halloween blues song, but he's singing it and whatever, and it's super cool. They get a little prank played on them by the same kids that were swinging on the swing set when Michael went ham on Lindsay Wallace and the doctor and the nurse and them. But they get this little prank played on them, and honestly, I'd have fucking snapped on them damn kids. Like, for real. But like, motherfuckers, stay out there. Because it was, we got candy from your house, and there was a razor blade in it, and my friends laid out here. I'd be like, man, but you didn't get that from my house. See ya. I'll call the ambulance. But you didn't get this shit from my house. So, but, it's funny, man. I love the characters, man. They were literally, I love that they put them in there, made the movie a little better. So again, it goes back to the hospital, and they're chasing this fucking penguin dude. This one of the escapees from the mental institution, and this guy's literally like he looks like Danny DeVito he's got Danny DeVito's body. He's like 4'11", like 4'11" sideways. So I'm like, man, who the fuck is this dude gonna scare? And he's yelling, help me. So they chase him up, and they, chase him up to the damn one of the top floors, and dude ends up fucking taking a dive. I'm not even gonna fucking hide it. I'm not gonna keep anything. Like, the motherfucker takes a dive, and it's fucking gruesome. Like, they definitely put the gruesome point to this, which honestly, I didn't see any. It was already gruesome enough with Mike, but I didn't see any cause for it. But I guess the producers and writers, special effects. Now, the special effects were fucking fire. I ain't gonna lie, man. The special effects were badass, and they did the damn thing. So, Tommy Doyle and Karen get into it about Allison being gone with Lonnie Elam and Cameron looking or whatever. And so basically, it goes back to Big and Little John, and the trick-or-treaters have already gone. So they hear a knock at the front door. Big John, he's smoking a joint, love that guy, much love, getting that smoke on. And he's like, that's a little fucking late for trick-or-treaters, isn't it? So he opens up the door, and he's like, do you not know whose house this fucking was? And he was like, next time, he's like, I'm coming out with this pitchfork. And they got this statue, a pumpkin head, or basically a scarecrow with a fucking pitchfork. So he shuts the door, and Little John turns around on Michael McDonald, and he's like, they hear a knock on the back door, and they go back there and look, nobody there. And when they go up in the front, they figure out that somebody has opened up the back door, come through the back door. The Big John actually asked Little John, did you lock the door? And he's like, I don't think so. And goes in, and you see that fucking 3-finger bloody handprint, dude. And we know what it is. They don't. But they're like, he turns around, he's like, Big John? He's like, I think there's somebody in our house. And Big John's like, okay, Little John. And he's like, he takes off his fucking robe, and he's got this wife beater on, his chill boxers, and he pulls up this little bitty paring knife. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, first of all, even if you don't know it's Michael Myers, that's a fucking paring knife, man. What the fuck are you gonna do with that? Make somebody mad? And then Little John, he's like, I've got this knife. And Big John's like, I've got this little fucking knife. And they go and they check the house, and they're like, the way they check it, Little John is downstairs, Big John goes upstairs, and it's like every 2 minutes, they're like, Little John? Big John? So I thought that was fucking hilarious. And then Big John gets upstairs and does not fucking clear the house, does not look behind him or none of that shit, and he gets it. Like, fucking Mike comes out, he has come home, he is ready to wreak fucking havoc on these two fucking dudes. So, Little John, he goes upstairs, and of course he sees fucking Big John fucked up with his eyes all out, deader than fuck, and sees Michael standing in the window of which is his sister's old room, Judith's old room. And he's like, Michael, you come home. I'd have been like, motherfucker, and got the fuck out of there, dude. Like, sorry, Big John, much love. I love you, man, but, I'm out of here. Fuck that. And he takes one for the fucking team, man. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, fuck that. I would have been gone, dude. It was just, yeah, blew my mind. So Lonnie maps out basically where Michael's going, and he calls it out. He's like, he's going to his childhood home, and they show up there. Of course, it's Allison, Cameron, and Lonnie. Lonnie goes in first. He's not going to put the kids at risk. And I'm like, dude, fuck that, bro. Like, everybody got to go. Everybody's going in. We all going in like a fucking mini SWAT team. So, get ready. And he goes in, and all of a sudden, 2 fucking minutes after he goes in, and Karen and, Allison and Cameron are sitting in the car, they hear a gunshot. Then they go in, and man, it's just fucking... It's just something like, dude, I'd have been in that motherfucker, like, I'd have been with him. You wouldn't have had a chance. And that's the thing, man. You don't take Michael Myers on one at a fucking time. You don't do that. And, they go into the house. They found out that, Lonnie's done bit it. They go upstairs, and basically Mike gets fucking Cameron, fucks Cameron up, actually fucks up Allison, you know what I mean? Hits her, bangs her fucking head, throws her down the stairs. He's like, bitch, this is my house. And Cameron fights him off as best he can, but he loses. Now, y'all, like I said, I don't give away every fucking thing, but dude, like, man, he fucks Cameron up. Fucks him up. Then he comes after Allison, who's got a fucked up leg now, and she's basically gets down, and he's got the knife, and she's like, do it. Well, here comes Karen with the pitchfork from the scarecrow standing on their porch, stabs Mike in the fucking back, and I'm like, dude, yes, get this motherfucker, man. And she throws him down, takes the fucking pitchfork out. And I'm like, no, that's leverage. You fucking pin his ass down and stomp his fucking head in. That's the way that shit's supposed to go. But she takes the motherfucker out, takes his mask off. And of course, he's right back at it. Mike stands up, and it shows Nick fucking Castle. And I as soon as I seen him, I was like, dude, that's Nick Castle. And he does basically she teases him with the mask to get him to follow her. And he walks out. Of course, the whole walk is Nick Castle. And then when she gets him with pretty much a lot of the town, I wouldn't say the whole town, but a lot of them, and she's like, I got you. And throws his mask on the ground and shit, and then he sees all these people. It's Tommy Doyle, and it's got this bitch. Now you're gonna see this fucking picture. I know it's been out there. The bitch with the fucking iron. What the fuck are you gonna do with an iron? What are you gonna do with a hockey stick? What the fuck? Everybody should have brought guns. Everybody should have brought guns. Not even a fucking baseball bat. Brackett gives him his infamous, hey, Michael, it's Halloween. Everybody's entitled to at least one good scare. And they all start coming towards him. And Mike's like, hey, you know what? Fucking bring it. Reaches down. You can see it's James, Jude, Courtney then. puts on the mask, and I mean, and that's what I love, man. Like Michael is like, dude, fuck it. Like, if y'all gonna get me, you're gonna have to fucking get me. If not, I'm fucking you up. They just didn't. They didn't get him all at once, you know. And they beat him down. And Karen, you know, she gets her last little lick in. Again, like I said, if you hadn't seen it, I don't want to tell you what it is, but if you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And she does, you know, she gets her last little lick in. Then she goes back to check on Allison. And when Michael comes back, it's just, again, they make him fucking superhuman. It's like it's fucking Jason Voorhees or some shit, man. Like, no, dude, this is Michael Myers. This guy's still human. That's another thing that I did not dig. I thought it was not realistic. I mean, I know it's a movie, it's a horror movie, but still, make it fucking realistic, dude. You know, and they fuck up and let Michael come back and get the best of them. And like I said, I don't want to give away the ending, but they don't kill Michael. So, of course, they got a Halloween fucking ends. But Karen goes back to the house, and she goes up into fucking Judith's room, staring out the fucking window. Now, there's two different endings to this movie. The one ending, I dug it. I thought it was pretty cool the way it ended. Then they have an alternate ending. I wish they'd have made the alternate ending the original ending, because oh my God, dude, it drove it right into Halloween Ends. And like I said, I don't want to not giving it up for you, so you're gonna have to watch it. If you have watched it, you already know what the fuck I'm talking about. It is definitely something that you're gonna be like, what the fuck, and it makes you like want Halloween Ends to come out tomorrow. You know, the very fucking next day. You don't want to have to wait until next year, October. But other than the two very unrealistic situations of Michael getting out of the house, the burning house, and Michael getting jumped, other than that, I thought it was a great movie. And I think you'll fucking like it, man. I really do, man. I think you'll dig it. You know, I definitely did. And I am a fucking diehard Halloween fucking fan, brother. Let me tell you. But yeah, you're definitely gonna have to watch it, because it's worth it, man. It's definitely worth it. I didn't think so at first, but it took me a few times to watch it, and I was just like, God, man, I was fucking blown. Like, I love it now. I bought it. Well, I didn't actually buy it. It was gifted to me by Ryan Martin. Much love. Thank you so much, man, for the gift. Again, it was a little creepy how I got it, and but we emailed back and forth and talked. But definitely, yeah, don't leave stuff on my steps. So, but I've made some. We don't stay there anymore, so my address is different, and we're actually talking about getting a P.O. box and all that stuff. But man, I'm gonna tell you this, we are way past fucking time for my favorite time of the fucking review, and everybody fucking knows it's time to smoke. It is time to fucking smoke. And yeah, today we're going to be fucking with some Gator's Breath. And Gator's Breath is a highly fucking very high indica that will set you on your fucking ass and make you be like, huh? You know what I mean? Like it's definitely, it's the shit. I love it. It's it's turned out to be one of my favorites. So I'm going to pull up a little music, as always, and this is actually off of the new T-Shon Trap Bastard. And so y'all are getting to preview it. Y'all are getting the first fucking glimpse of it. We Can't Hear You, and it's featuring Fathead. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up, and whoop, there it is. And I'm dropping my phone and all kind of shit. Y'all listen to this while we smoke, man. And if you do partake with me. Be right back. This break is brought to you by some fire-ass weed. Drop the phone. Woo. Head spinner. Lord. All right. Lord have mercy. I had to get my fucking breath back from that one, dude. Like I told you. That gator breath is fire. Fire. But yeah, man. So we back to it, man. Back to the fucking movie. Again, I liked it. I dug it. I think you will too. Now we're gonna go through and rate the movie. And first, we're gonna start out with film originality. The film originality, of course, it's up there at the top because it's the sequel to a remake, and they did a hell of a job. Definitely original. Definitely something that I was looking for. I said, except for the couple of little spots that I didn't like. I mean, I thought it was great. They brought us back to '78, completed the story. So yeah, the originality of this sequel, man, I've got to give that a 9 because it's not the original. So it's a sequel, so that's the reason why it's not getting a 10, but I'm going to give it a 9. We're going to go to cinematography. Of course, the cinematography was fucking off the hook. Everything was shot well. The angles were shot well. I loved it. I got to give it a 10. Got to give it a 10. They done a great job. The characters, it really surprised me that they brought back some of the original cast, and that's one reason again why I'm going to give this a 10, because the characters were, nobody expected that. It would have been cool if we could have got the original Tommy Doyle, but Anthony Michael Hall did a good job, and like I said, we could have. I would have liked to have the original Lonnie, but Robert Longstreet did a hell of a job, man. So, yeah. So that motherfucker got to go with the 10. The acting was good. I tried to think of any acting I didn't like. The only thing, even the young kids. The bullies that are picking on Lonnie, weird and scrawny, had bad dreams, so cries to mommy. I thought that shit, the Mulaney's. You do not want to fuck with the Mulaney's. And it was kind of cool to show that Lonnie got his ass picked on too, little fucking punk. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, all the acting was fucking good. So yeah, man, let's run that with a 10. Special effects, whew, man, special effects off the hook. And now a couple of them was a little overboard with the guy going out the window and shit, but it was very realistic, very fucking realistic, man. And that's something that you want with special effects. My producer Chris, that's what he does. He is a special effects makeup artist. He's the shit, so I definitely got to score this high for him, because they did it. They did a great fucking job, man. So let's go with a 10. Music score. You can't say that the music scoring was bad, because John Carpenter and his son is the one who scored the movie, and actually his son and another friend. So it was just fucking ridiculous. It was good. Like, it had the stalk music, the don't, and all that, and it just, man, it was scored good. Like, it really was. Of course, John Carpenter, he's one of the fucking best. And so, John, you get a 10 today, buddy. Sound quality, we're gonna pass that one, because you got 4K, Ultra HD, everything is going to be in high def, so the quality is going to be there. It's definitely, it's going to be there. So let's go ahead and go past that. Scares, the scares, man, it had its definite fucking share of scares. Like it was a few jump moments, a couple of oh fuck moments, a couple of oh shit, don't do that moments. But yeah, I think they did a good job. Actually, I'm gonna give the scares, and when I say scares, I think of jumping. That makes you like, oh, what the fuck. So there wasn't a lot of those. There could have been more, I believe. So we're gonna go with, on the scares, we're gonna go ahead with an 8. Sorry guys, but just a little, could have been a little more for me. And the entertainment value, fucking entertaining as fuck, from the very beginning all the way to the end. All the way to the end is entertaining. And like I said, there's parts that you may not like, that you may not agree with, or whatever, just like with me. But it was a very entertaining movie, because I've watched the motherfucker almost 40 times, like, if not over. So entertainment value, I'm gonna say 9. Rewatch value. Rewatch value for me, and I believe it'll be for you. It'll definitely be one of those ones that you watch on Halloween, maybe on a fucking semi-cold, rainy, gloomy day that you just want a good fucking scare. This is definitely going to be a movie that you're going to fucking watch. Promise you, you're going to watch it. Yeah, rewatch value. Everybody's not going to feel the same way. So I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give that a 9 as well. So with calculating everything, it looks like we're gonna go and give the entire movie of Halloween Kills a 9.2, because everything was shot and done very well. It was a very, well done movie. Besides the little parts that didn't seem realistic, but other than that, hey, it's a fucking go-getter. And definitely go get it if you get a chance. You definitely will not regret doing that shit, man. I didn't. You know what I mean? I did not regret getting it, having it gifted to me. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. 9.2 for Halloween Kills, and yeah, man, I definitely I recommend you guys going to fucking get it, man. And when you watch it, guys, hit us up on our fucking Facebook page, man. It's facebook.com/The Horror Movie Hood Review. You can go to our Twitter page, which is twitter.com/THMHR Podcast. We're also on TikTok. You go to TikTok. All it is The Horror Movie Hood Review. You can find us on Instagram, and it's Instagram.com/The Horror Movie Hood Review. If you have any kind of suggestions to movies that you want us to review, either message us on Facebook, Twitter, or you can email us at thehorrormoviehoodreview@gmail.com, and we will check out whatever suggestion you send us, and we will try to review that motherfucker. So definitely for Halloween Kills, man, fucking yes, go rent it, borrow it, buy it, stream it, watch that motherfucker. You definitely get the fucking stamp from T-Shon and the Horror Movie Hood Review, and it's definitely one to go watch. It will keep you you will want Halloween Ends to come out as soon as you watch it. Like, you're not going to want to wait. So, and I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. I appreciate you guys being patient with my hiatus, and thanks for showing Toofy the Clown love, and much respect to Toofy the Clown. You can go to his Facebook and Toofy, TOFIE, and give him a review. You know, he does the Haunt in Nashville. He's the only clown I fuck with. Other than that, I don't fuck with any other clown except Captain Spaulding and Sid Haig passed. Rest in peace. So, yeah, man, for everybody out there, guys, have a great weekend. Fucking, if you get a chance, get this movie. It is, they have a Blu-ray DVD combo. Not sure what site it is, but you can Google it, or you just get the Blu-ray. I believe they just have it on DVD as well. So yeah, get on there, Google it, get this motherfucker, and watch it. You will not regret it. I promise you. I promise you. Also, man, go and still get the T-Shon and Track Bastard album, Concrete or Lead. That is 3 words, Concrete or Lead. And you can get it on all streaming platforms. So yeah, show your boys some love and go get the album. The new album will be out later on this year. It is going to be 2022. Not sure of the date, but I'm definitely going to keep my fucking people clued in and up to date on when it's coming out. But definitely for the people who have downloaded it, much fucking love. For the people who haven't, go get it. And like I said, have a great fucking weekend from the Horror Movie Hood Review and all of our family that we're starting to get. We're just gaining some people. We've got Track Bastard who makes our intros. Also, Chris, our producer, he does all the editing. It's just a team, man. We do it, and we do it for you guys. Again, mental health awareness, guys. We are so behind the mental health awareness for people, because it is a very, very big issue to me, because as everybody knows, I have PTSD, agoraphobia, social anxiety. So I have to deal with that. And there's a lot of people out there, especially, at this time with the recovery from the pandemic and people being shut in, there a lot of this mental health has blown up, unfortunately. So we definitely take that in consideration, and pray for any of our troops that are overseas. I have family. I'm sure listeners have family. But we support you guys, and much love. But as always, man, from the whole entire horror movie hood review family, much fucking love. Fucking go home this weekend, have a great fucking weekend, smoke some weed, watch some horror movies, get some head, and yeah, like just be careful, stay safe, and as always, man, from the horror movie hood review host T-Shon, peace.